Good evening, YouTubers and superhero fans. It is I, Richard Fred Woolerton, once again, and this time I am doing the next chapter of the Star Wars Omnibus. So, let's begin the story. As you all know, I'm doing this as well. So, as it says, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the first chapter. It was a vast shining globe, and it cast a light of lambent topaz into space, but it was not a sun. Thus the planet had fooled men for a long time. Not until entering close orbit around it did its discoverers realise that this was a world in a binary system and not a third sun itself. At first it seemed certain nothing could exist on such a planet, least of all humans. Yet both massive G1 and G2 stars orbited a common centre with peculiar regularity, and Tatooine circled them far enough out to permit the development of a rather stable, if exquisitely hot climate. Mostly this was a dry desert of a world whose unusual star-like yellow glow was the result of double sunlight striking sodium-rich sands and flats. That same sunlight suddenly shone on the thin skin of a metallic shape falling crazily toward the atmosphere. The erratic course the galactic cruiser was travelling was intentional, not the product of injury but of a desperate desire to avoid it. Long streaks of intense energy slid close past its hull. A multi-hued storm of destruction, like a school of rainbow remoras fighting to attach themselves to a larger unwilling host. One of those probing questing beams succeeded in touching the fleeing ship, striking its principal solar fin. Gem-like fragments of metal and plastic erupted into space. As the end of the fin disintegrated, the vessel seemed to shudder. The source of those multiple energy beams suddenly hove into view. A humbling Imperial cruiser, its massive outline bristling cactus-like with dozens of heavy weapons emplacements. Light ceased arching from those spines now as the cruiser moved in close. Intermittent explosions and flashes of light could be seen to those intermittent explosive and flashes of light could be seen in those portions of the smaller ship which had taken its hits in the absolute cold of space. The cruiser snuggled up alongside its wounded prey. Another distant explosion shook the ship, but it certainly didn't feel distant to R2-D2 or C-3PO. The concussion bounced them around the narrow corridor like bearings in an old motor. To look at these two, one would have supposed that the tall human-like machine 3PO was the master and the stubby tripodal robot R2-D2 an inferior but while 3PO might have sniffed disdainfully at the suggestion they were in fact calling everything save loquacity. Here 3PO was clearly and necessarily the superior. Still another. I think that's enough actually on that story actually. In fact, what I'll do on this stage, I'll stop because I think I'm going completely gabbling actually, because I've been doing all kinds of gabbling today. So if you got any more suggestions for my new YouTube channel, or whether you've got any challenges for me, I'm telling you, I will do them. I mean, as far as I care, I like to jump off a cliff or something, or maybe jump off a beam or something, but whatever you suggest to me, I'll do it. I am here for a reason, and I'm going to help change this world the best I can, just like you guys out there. So like I always say, may the cushy be with you.